These two teams have been playing for more than a century in the heartland of America, and today we're going to settle another chapter in this age-old rivalry where there's a brass bull awaiting the victor. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wisconsin's offense takes the field for the first time today. Tough, hard-fought game the last time these two met, with Iowa taking a close one.
Yeah, and Iowa making the plays when they needed to make the plays. And listen, I just like watching these two squads, Palmer, because they're very similar. Their DNA is similar. How they build team is similar. Their offenses usually struggle similarly. So it was a nice win a year ago for the Hawkeyes.
And because of that win, David, I think both these teams, they spent a lot of time in ice tubs after the game. The difference is that Iowa did it with a smile on their face, and they're hoping to do that again. They better load those tubs up with ice, because you know this game is going to be physical.
Looking for a man. It's Marks. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. He'll go to the sneak. Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest and the Big Ten, and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years, regardless of whether you're a fan of Big Ten football or you're not, or these two schools, if you like hard-nosed physical football, 3-yard in a cloud of dust, good defense, this is your game, and for over 100 years now, fans have been tuning into that.
Well, and I think the competitive nature of this game, too, like, the series is almost tied. It's almost identical records, so it just shows you it's going to be a great game, similar styles, and then bragging rights at the end.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. This is a designed run.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Go straight ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Marks. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, running back on the move. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running back searching for a hole. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Don't love the incompletion, but I do love the pass pro. Nice job winning the one-on-ones. We saw some double teams up front as well. This O-line right now, they're in a good rhythm.
Makes the grab down the middle. Turning it on. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Marks. Oh, they're after him. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Peppers. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And the Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Slams ahead. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UNLV looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 14 to San Jose State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Looking to throw, it's Marks. Rushes on him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Sweet spin. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Williams. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Back to throw, it's Marks. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to get the corner. There he goes. At the 30. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Pope. Crosses the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Off play action. Going over the top. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Hawkeyes will snap it on first and 10. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Hawkeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Plucks it out of the air. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got a man in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They'll immediately call timeout. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brock. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Gets it to him on the screen. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 for the offense. Give to the running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Brock. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
3rd down coming.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Marks. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking for a crease. It's Savage. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It'll be a draw. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Dropping back, it's Marks. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Badger! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage. coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final in one of the game's richest rivalries between Texas A&M and Arkansas. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gonna run it. It's Peppers. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brock. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The run to the right. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Brock. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He'll keep it himself. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The play action fake. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Iowa! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way from.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. FIU handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown and what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches...
Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Marks. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Peppers. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. Iowa has extended its lead as they try to take hold of the Heartland Trophy.
Iowa taking over now in the second half of this game. Offense and on defense, they are imposing their will, David. They want this Heartland Trophy back.
They want to go get it. They want some bragging rights. Both these programs, obviously close to each other, familiar with each other, kind of have the same DNA, but only one team gets bragging rights.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And some room to work. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Savage. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Badgers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Marks. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Caught over the middle. It's Brock. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Laterals it back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
The give as they work on that clock.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. He'll do it himself. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got his man. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Sometimes you try to grab the brass ring. Other times you grab the brass bull. Iowa wins the Heartland Trophy as they take down Wisconsin. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.